I think a lot of people put stuff together and they don't spend a lot of time going back through and just cleaning up little things like where you cut a clip. If your angles flow into each other, I see so many videos still where they'll let a clip run for 3 or 4 seconds after the last kill instead of just using like a simple transition or maybe a quick angle that make you use. It's just little stuff that adds up over the course of the video that make it a little bit more polished.
Your style is so interesting. Like, you have such an interesting style because you have that kind of like professional, like polished look of Zola, but you have the flow of like Gabe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the flow of GTS.
Hey fellas, engaging with and sharing our work makes the algorithm favor our content. We're asking for your help to reach more folks passionate about this art form. Please share, like, comment, and engage with our content the most you can. We appreciate you. Now here's what you came for.
All right. We are good to go. Blackhawk, what's going on, Jordan?
Not much, man. How you been?
Good. Can we just do like introductions? Just real quick.
Yeah.
So just tell everybody who you are, what you do.
Yeah, for those who don't know me, Jordan Zentz, VA Blackhawk, edit under Zens Productions. Used to be mostly a Halo player, now mostly a Halo editor because my skills have deteriorated into my 30s. So that's where I cut my teeth with editing now.
When do you think like editors like talents, like is there like a cutoff point, like editors just start losing like their talent? Like, you know what I'm saying?
From editing or from playing?
Like kind of like a player loses like their sharpness or whatever. Like, you think editor, it's the same thing with editing?
I imagine with editing, it's when you step away from it for a while, you kind of lose your eye for it, I guess.
All right.
Because I took a break. I took a break after high school when I went to college, and I didn't edit for, I think, 4.5 years. And getting back into it in 2013 was, those first couple videos I did were pretty rough. So I think it's just reps and like experience doing it.
Gotcha. So it's not like gaming where like, I think when do gamers peak anyway? Like, what is it, like your early 20s or something?
Like 16.
Really? Wow.
I think it depends. It depends on the game. If it's like a high twitch, like response based game, probably when you're younger, like, I don't know, 14 to 20. And then if it's more of a slower game, I don't know if there's as much of a drastic fall off as people think. Like, if you look at the Apex, Apex, the Legends community, the Halo community, you got 30-year-olds, some like, mid-30s still playing at a high level.
Yeah, I'm curious to know.
Nowadays,
I'm curious to know how that works. Like, because it's a new sport, right? Like, it's esports is relatively, what is it, like 20, 30 years old? Like, we don't really know too much about the longevity of players and stuff like that. I feel like, I don't know.
yeah, I guess hand-eye coordination and like response time, whenever that starts to go, I don't know. Formula One's a sport that's highly based on that. I don't know when do people peak in that sport? Not comparing Formula One to gaming, but
I think
both are very twitchy.
with gaming, it's a little bit different because like, like I feel like as you get older, you get smarter, you get more wisdom, and like you get the psychological edge over your opponent. So maybe your response time is nowhere near as good as you were when you were young, but you're a heck of a lot smarter, I feel like. So I don't know.
I feel like Halo kind of lends itself for longer careers, especially because it's team based and you don't have to rely on your individual skill as much if you have a really good team that you're on
Right.
and you're savvy.
I'm releasing Blake the Strafe's podcast episode today, actually, that we're filming this right now, and he talks about like how having a base in Halo actually makes you really good at like all these other esport titles I thought it was like the most interesting thing that he had a whole like spiel about it. It was really interesting.
It is. There's some truth to it. And a lot of Halo players have transitioned. I'd say this. I think it's easier to transition from Halo to other games than it is to go from other games to Halo.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I had pointed out the fact that most other games, other shooters tend to be like one shot kill. It's almost like SWAT in Halo, whereas in Halo, like you need to earn the kills. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Halo has that such a long time to kill that you have to stay consistent with your shots.
Right. You need the shield.
But
You
it's
have the
fast
shield and
enough
stuff.
that if you over yeah, it's fast enough that if you overextend, you get punished for it. So there's a lot to learn, a lot of nuance to learn about Halo.
Yeah. So how have you been, by the way? Like what's new with you? How have you been?
Been well. Nothing really is new. Got a 2.5-year-old, so a lot of time spent with him and the family. Taking a break from editing since releasing Tempest. Just spent so long working on that video. It's kind of slowing down a bit.
About
Uh,
Tempest, congratulations. First place, man, in the best effing Halo Frag movie competition. That video is
you.
fucking epic, dude. Um, really, really sick work, man. Like I can't say it enough.
I really appreciate it. No, thank you. I was surprised that it placed first, to be honest. I honestly thought Reflections was going to take it.
Those two videos were like amazing, man. And Xander had another video that was Eli X's video was really dope. I thought Xander's other video with Dutchy was like, I don't know. I like that one more, but I wasn't a judge, so, but I thought that one maybe should have been up in the top 3.
I feel like Xander doesn't get the credit he deserves sometimes. He is consistently good with every video he puts out. Like,
Yeah, he's sick, dude.
I think pound for pound, probably one of the best editors we have in the
Was it that
community,
video?
and he turns videos out.
Oh, he what's the word here? Damn, I can't come up with the word, but he shreds edits. Like that's what I was looking to say. He shreds edits. Like he's got that one video that he did where it's like he uses a depth map on the Spartans, and like it just looks so fucking cool. And he's got like the rose petals and stuff in there. It's like so fucking dope. I think the video's called
There
Manifest.
was a yeah, Manifest was one of his best ones. He did Synchronicity, which was Budward and Birdie's montage. And I was halfway through an edit. I forget what I was working on, and I think Budward had approached me. Or sorry, Birdie approached me and was like, "Hey, can you do an edit for us?" And I was like, I'm honestly I'm swamped with the project I'm doing, and Xander was looking for projects at the time. I gave Xander that project. He edited a 10-minute video in like I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks. He turned that thing around, and it was like high quality video.
That's wild, dude.
Tons of cinematics. Yeah.
I don't think I've
Hey.
seen that synchronicity video. I'd have to check it out, man. But 10-minute edit, like that's wild, dude. 10-minute montage,
Yeah.
dude.
He finished that before I finished the video I was working on, and I started a couple months before he even picked that project up.
Maybe he had that itch, like he had that editor's itch, like he was just trying, like, you know, you ever get that editor's itch? You crank out a bunch of work in like, you know, a couple days or something like that.
Yeah, to be honest, I think that's how my edits go. Is I'll knock out a portion of it, you know, quickly, and then sit on it for a few months, and then revisit, and then knock out another section.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to
You
do
do.
it, I think.
You just get that itch. You get the itch. You sit down. You get into like a little bit of a flow state rhythm, and you
Yes.
kind of crank through it.
Yes. So can you
Crank.
tell us a little bit about the video Tempest? Like what, like the themes involved, the ideas and everything about it, basically.
Yeah, so Tempest is a sequel to The Perfect Storm, which was the video we did for the Halo is Back montage contest. We placed third with that. We should not have placed third with it because I think we beat out Chops. And Chops definitely should have placed above us. But we we did a sequel to that. It was Stormy and Hurricanes footage. I think it was a little bit of leftover footage and some new stuff that they had filmed since the Perfect Storm released. And really going into it, it was a continuation of that video, but it was also an opportunity to clean up a lot of feedback that I got on the Perfect Storm. A lot of people really didn't like that video because they felt there wasn't a good theme. Like I started with a stormy theme in the Perfect Storm and didn't follow through with it in the video. And I wanted to correct that with Tempest. And the other side of the project was GTS has been bothering me for about a year now to do a short edit that's supposed to be like my ill composed, like something short that's really polished, that's like trying to push the boundary of what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
So I took the opportunity with Tempest to try and do that, keep it really short, keep it polished, and like really dial into some like unique effects and kind of make it a magnum opus, if you will. I don't know that I've achieved that, but that's kind of the idea behind it.
Consistent throughout. The pacing is consistent throughout, and the effects are so high end. It's just so many original ideas in a one video, and for a short video, it's really neat that you were able to fit that in there.
Yeah. It it's a short video, but man, it probably my longest edit that I spent time on. I scrapped it 3 times before that version. So and originally you've seen the scrapped renders. It originally started off as just a normal video, like a standard montage that was going to be like, 8, 9, maybe 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
And the songs I had picked just weren't meshing together. There were 3 songs I was going to use and it just didn't flow right. And the one song was the guys really liked it. It's like their music, but I didn't think it was going to be received well as like a montage song. So we scrapped it and I started over and ended up with the song you hear in the final
Now,
version.
how long is the final video? I forget. It's like 4 minutes, 30 seconds, something like this.
Yeah, it's short. I think it's 3 minutes and 18 seconds.
Okay. What do you think is the ideal length for a montage? If you like, my take is like probably like from 1:45 to like 7 minutes, I feel like is kind of like that sweet spot. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like 6 minutes, like 6 minutes is like that sweet spot of like, okay, I can sit down and watch this really quickly. I have like my own personal thoughts on this. I think if it's going to be a really high energy, like effects heavy video, 1 to 2 minutes, maybe 1 to 3 minutes. If it's going to be like a high polished edit / gameplay focused video, that's 6 minute sweet spot. And if you're going above 6 minutes, like I know I tend to do this. I tend to go to like the 10 to 14 minute range. It has to be like really polished of a video and flow really well. Otherwise, you're going to lose people halfway through it.
I think
So,
like I just have a hard time, like from my perspective, like I don't really play that much, so I kind of feel like I look at it like kind of like the average viewer would see it as, except I'm an editor, obviously, but
right.
I look at it like after about like 7 minutes, I feel like it all starts feeling the same, like to me at least, like um and it's not that I don't appreciate the longer
Yeah.
videos. Like I'll watch them all the way through because I'm a big fan of all the videos that everybody makes. But I don't know, man.
I feel like if you're asking someone to sit down for 10 to 15 minutes, you have to come with something that's going to change it up. It can't be the same type of music for 14 minutes. It can't be the same type of gameplay for 14 minutes, right? It has to be a variety, different songs, different types of editing, something that's going to keep them engaged throughout. But I agree. Like it's hard to sit down and watch one because if it doesn't hook you and keep you hooked, it's easy just to step away from it after
Yeah.
4 or 5 minutes because it does start growing repetitive.
like the one video I wanted to mention was like that went by really fast and is long is that reunion 2 that you did. Like that is like
Yeah.
that's how it should be, you know, like you make a long edit like that, like it should be consistent throughout, like high production value, you know.
I think Reunion 2 goes by quickly because we edited 4 different songs individually, like they were gonna be their own songs and then fit them together. So, it doesn't really drop off anywhere in that video. And each song's different, so you're getting a different type of edit for each part of the video.
Yeah, well, I mean, I love that, man. I love that video, dude. That video's fucking dope, dude.
Plus, I mean, yeah, that one's the gameplay carries that one. I mean, I know the editing's good in it, and but the variety of gameplay and the sticks that some of the guys like Titanium are doing is, I think, ultimately why that video is so easy to watch because it's just like jaw dropping clips that kind of keep you engaged, and the edit's just a cherry on top.
Now
for that one.
about that video, how long did they capture clips for? Like,
Oh man, that was
it's like they were saving
4
it for a
years
long
worth of
time, right?
COVID. Yeah, a lot of COVID gameplay. Because we did Reunion 1 6 years ago. So what was that? 2019. So yeah, we released Reunion 2 last year, 2024. So yeah, footage from 2019 to 2024 is the guys are just like sitting on it for a while.
Oh wow, man. That's incredible, dude. So what's next for you, man? What's your next project? What's your next goal? What's next for you?
Yeah, I'm working on a edit for a buddy. So Squatting Bear. He had asked me, I think I feel badly, over like 9 months ago now to do an edit for him, and I told him I would. So that's gonna be my next project, just a short edit for him, and then Reflections and I have been talking about doing a collaboration for an infinite edit
Oh yeah, he told me about that.
for Skaduff. Yeah, so we're still working through the logistics. I think we found the song that's going to be ambitious. It's definitely going to be faster.
What kind of
we've
length are you
done
thinking
before.
on for that?
Probably short, 2 minutes, 2:30, maybe 3.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, and I think the way we're going to tackle it is we're trying to get a workspace set up in Premiere that we can share the timeline with each other, like a team project, so we can both work on it at the same time.
Right.
And the way that it's most likely going to play out is I'll do the syncing for it, and he'll probably do all of his like signature effects and color grading, and let him go crazy with some of the 3D stuff that he's been experimenting with.
Yeah, he's a whiz at that, man. I didn't know he was so good at freaking 3D, man. I've been like learning from him. He's dope, man.
Yeah, he's been spending a ton of time learning it.
Moving on to the next question is I left this so this is kind of funny, but I left this like borderline psychotic comment on your Tempest video talking about like the mainstream formula that is used in the montages and stuff. How do you think we can make our videos even better, and why do you think we should implement those things to it?
I think it's going to be the 3D. I think if you look at like, Counter-Strike's been doing it forever, but even Call of Duty, there's been some editors that have put Call of Duty montages, I think, back into the mainstream a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's been 3D edits for really well-known players. That's the formula. I think the pros or the influencers or whoever, whatever you want to call them, that have the following need to make montages, and then the editors need to step it up and kind of chase those other communities. And I know we don't necessarily have the tools to do it, but we got to figure out how to bridge that gap somehow. Maybe it's a new Halo that lets us do it with the move to Unreal in the future.
That
Not to
gave
skip
me
ahead, I know some of
looking into Counter-Strike 2, because I'm looking to make a switch over soon to Counter-Strike 2.
Yeah.
Like they got so many tools, and it's just like I have such like high respects for all the creators in the Halo space, like, dude, like, we're working with, like, hammers and chisels, and, like, these guys are over here with, like, power tools and stuff, like, like, it's wild,
Yeah,
dude. Like, and we
it's
make
insane.
dope videos, like.
Yeah, I'm jealous of their community. I've always loved their videos. Some of the editing contests that Mr. Sparkles did a couple years ago, like all of those videos are incredible. And like they're 95% 3D for most of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I don't think we don't have the tools in Halo to make anything on similar to that. We don't have access to, like, bringing in an actual game file into the game and getting full access of the game file with all the animations and everything, like, yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. That would be, I think that's the next step of like Halo montages.
Yeah, I mean, that would be cool if they integrated those tools into the next games. I don't know, part of me feels like it's almost too late, like, and yeah.
Maybe, maybe not. I think the other style of edit that works really well for Halo is like nostalgic edits. If you think of like chops
Yeah,
or
like
when things come
Stockholm.
falling or Stockholm, like those videos resonate with people so well because it taps into that feeling and experience that's shared across so many gamers that used to play Halo.
Yeah,
So you watch that video and you're like, it takes you back.
you're tapping into the soul of the game there, which is really cool. And it's just, yeah, well, I don't wanna get, like, depressing topic and everything, but I don't know, man, like, I hope the new games, like, they're dope and everything, and I would definitely consider coming back if the tools are there, and, the what's it called? Like, it's a good game and it's successful, right? So, um,
I think that's the main thing. It has to be a good game first. It has to be a good game. It has to be a good Halo game.
right.
Um, and if the tools are there that empowers the community to make videos.
Now,
Um, that's
Blackhawk, have you ever
that
edited a different game, like, any different games besides Halo?
I've done Destiny. So I've done some Destiny edits. I think I did two of them.
Now, would you ever
I
consider editing.
started a Counter
Yeah, sorry.
I started a Counter-Strike edit for my buddy. He played a bunch back in, I think it was 1.6 back in the day, and I never finished it. Um, I would I'd consider it. I'd have to know how to do all the things, and unfortunately, I don't have time to learn it. Uh, I would like to, but I don't know that I'll ever make the jump into Counter-Strike, but I would if I could learn it and I had time to learn it, that would definitely be something I'd be interested in doing.
Yeah, I mean, the tools aren't really that difficult, I feel like, to learn, and they have tutorials and stuff. They have all the tools and tutorials and everything, like resources for somebody to make that jump over. And I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just saying because I'd love to see you like rip it in like what's it called, Counter Strike or Counter Strike 2, and see what you can dish out with some better tools, access to better tools. I feel like. Your videos are so good right now, and, like, if you had even, better tools to work with, they would be even better, you know?
If you can link me any resources that you found, I'm happy to look at them, and that might be a future project when I finish these
Absolutely, man.
next 2.
Absolutely, bro. I was telling, who was
Cool.
I talking to, earlier today? I was like, I'm I wanna make that jump to Counter Strike 2, but I wanna see if I can kinda, I don't know, like, motivate or inspire anybody to kinda make the jump with me and stuff, because 'cause that'd be easier for me too, like, I don't really know anybody in the space over there, so.
Yeah, I think that's also, like, breaking into a new community is always hard.
Um, what's it called? On a different note, can would you mind naming 5 of your favorite and most influential Halo montages for you and why?
Yeah, I was thinking about this earlier, and it's so hard to narrow it down to just 5,
Yeah, I'm
but I
sorry.
think, no, you're good. It's always tough because there's so many of them. There's so many good ones. The finale by Phurion is one of them. I think that's a video that I've studied religiously.
Dude, that video's still good till today. And that's like a 15,
Still good.
20, like almost 20-year-old video. That's ridiculous. The editing is sick.
I was watching it. I was like looking at that question. And I was like, what videos do I want to talk about? And I started watching it again. This video still holds up. Old Man Makowski by Silly Goose is one of those ones that I've watched more times than.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's a nice one, yeah. His like helmet turns into like the venom face or whatever, like with the tongue out and all that stuff. Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, his editing. I miss Silly Goose's editing. He spent a ton of time masking, and his transitions are always on point.
What happened to him? Where is
I don't know. He probably got an editing job. Most of those guys back then just took editing jobs for like real people, YouTube channels, and I don't know. I don't know what happened to him.
Because he was running the
Anyone
Halo
knows,
clips and stuff. Yeah, if anybody knows, comments. Where were we?
So Silly Goose, Old Man Makowski was the third video.
Is that your second or third video that you named?
That's the third one. Man, last two. Sanguine Wave, I think's an obvious one.
Oh man,
I think one of the first videos I remember someone like doing a audio sync that matched the music or added to the music.
right.
That video still is so good. That one holds up phenomenally well.
And last
What
one.
would the last one be? Last one. There's a lot that you could put here. I think anything from, you know what? It's between KFOS 1v1 montage, because that's the video that got me into learning After Effects, or Zhestal's. What video was it by Zhestal?
Is it Discovery?
Second. It might be Discovery.
The one with Dutchy?
Yes.
Or DeLongo. DeLongo's sick, dude. I was just watching that a couple days ago.
Yeah, it's DeLongo. That one's like one of the modern ones that when I like a comfort video to go back to when I want to watch something.
That's a great video, man.
That one's phenomenal.
And speaking of Zhestal would drop his name, like that's a great creator, man. I'm looking forward to his video that's coming up. He's been teasing it for like years now. He's been saying like
that is top of my list. Anticipated videos coming out.
It's interesting. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about old projects that they've been kind of working on for years that they're looking to release soon, which is really cool. Yeah.
He's definitely still editing. He did a part for Stockholm.
Yeah, he did the do you know which part he did?
Yeah, it's like the second part. It starts on Foundry.
Yeah, it's the part with all the masking, man, all the
Yeah,
I don't know how he did that. Like that's so cool, man. I love that style that he did there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's reshade. He was using reshade and the dolly cam and just manipulating the depth of field effects with it.
So cool, man. So cool. Such an original like style right there.
Incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great creator that we haven't talked about that much. We haven't mentioned that much. I think in the podcast, but he's incredible.
Yeah, Puba, Noob Slayer, Zhestal, the three of them are, man, they're at the top of their game.
Typically, most people will drop Puba and Noob Slayer's name, but they would leave out Zhestal, and like they're all dope, dude. Like they're all sick as fuck.
Yeah, I feel like we have recency bias sometimes in the community. It's like whoever released the most updated video or the most current video gets like jumps everyone else, but Zhestal's been consistent for, God, 13, 14 years.
He's been making videos forever, dude. Yeah. The legend, dude.
Is always look for his videos.
Next question is speaking of like legends and everything, who's on your Mount Rushmore of Halo montage creators and why? Could be players or editors, doesn't have to be editors.
Phurion, I think Phurion needs to be on everyone's list. He did so many videos for so long, and honestly influenced a lot of styles and trends. I think Dutchy
Yeah.
needs to be on there. Kampy.
Does Kampy still make montages?
He doesn't. No, he doesn't.
I heard he became like a doctor or something. That's what somebody told me.
He probably. Imagine
It's random, dude. It's like this is like this amazing Halo player, and then he's just like, he's a doctor now. He's saving lives.
One of my buddies I used to play with all the time. He made a few montages that got posted on the Halo forum. He's a dentist now.
Oh.
It's so funny. It's like, imagine you go to the doctor, the dentist, and it's an ex Halo montager.
That's awesome, man. Who are your? I think you.
It's even funnier.
What's up?
3. That's 3. God, dude, it's always. I feel like the 4th slot. It's always a rotating slot. I'm gonna put Noob Slayer there.
Those Chops videos,
I think his Chops videos, Stockholm. Yeah, I think over the past 6 years, he's been one of the best creators. I think what solidifies it for me is if you ever go to his channel and check out all the samples he used, he made like his own music for those videos using samples of hundreds of different songs.
That's really neat. I think Reflections was talking about that in the last podcast.
Yeah,
where how in depth he went into the sound design and everything.
I feel like that gets overlooked significantly.
Well, I think it's because our community doesn't really understand sound work that much. Like I think we all do like editing, like video stuff, but we don't really know too much about sound. At least I don't.
Yeah, the audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, audio is a whole other world.
Yeah, it's like Reflection Shed. It's just as deep as the video side, so if not deeper. Yeah.
I think it's a third of your video. You got the video effects, the sound effects, and then the footage itself.
Yeah.
I think people neglect the audio a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the one place that we can all kind of improve in, and I agree. So the next question is, who's someone you'd love to collaborate with other than Reflections? Because you're obviously you're gonna collab with him, but anybody else?
Yeah, I'm collabing with him. If I could, Muggsy would be someone I would love to. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I don't think he's editing anymore. At least not montages.
So
he's open. Yeah, he'd be great. I've talked to him. He's supposed to be doing an edit for Frosty, Halo Infinite with Hastings, but I don't know how much Muggsy has gotten finished of that yet. The other person that I would love to do a collab with is Keys Opens Doors. And I reached out to him on Twitter and on a YouTube comment trying to see if I can get his information to tag him into Reunion 30.
How did that go?
Collab with him. I haven't heard back.
Dang, man. Yeah, he just like dropped that gem and then he's just dipped, dude. Can't do that, man.
Yeah.
You can't do that, man. Does it taste of something so great, dude? Like that's just
you gotta you got to at least tell everyone it's a final video, then drop it, and then you do at least one more video.
Right. So
Now, I'd be cool to have him on. If anyone has his contact information that's listening and can get him in touch with me, let me know.
you guys hear that? Would love to see a collab with you and Keys Opens Doors, dude. That would be insane, actually, man. Like I'm thinking like you would do like a Tempest style video, like with a mixture of like collab with Keys Opens Doors. I think it'd be like fucking mind blowing, dude.
Yeah, the hope would be Reunion 3, which is, but you saw the last one. There was a couple different parts, couple different editors. Trying to get Zetrukia back to do a part. I would do a part. Keys would do a part. And it'd be the gameplay footage of, Phurion, Hable, Titanium, all the guys that we had previously. With a couple new names that I'm not going to spoil yet, but I've been recruiting people for the next video.
Nice. That sounds fucking insane, dude. I'm looking forward to that, bro. How do you feel about the spatial VR gaming art gallery that I'm building? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
It looks pretty cool. Is that something that you're going to be able to access through like all VR platforms, or is it
No,
tied to
it's
a
just
specific-
through the spatial app, unfortunately, I think.
Yeah.
But like, dude, like he showed me like the build he's got. It's huge, dude. I'm confused as to how it's gonna like how he even built that in the actual
Yeah.
app there. But it looks dope, dude. It looks really dope.
I need to spend more time playing around with it. I saw the screenshots. It looks insane, and it's a really, really cool idea to like document like historical montages that have like kind of been lost on YouTube or people don't even know about. Like it'd be a really cool centralized space to discover some stuff.
Now, would this be something you'd like to have like some of your videos in? And what videos would you think like you'd like to have up there?
I think it'd be cool to have something in there. I'd be honestly be honored to have something in there. Next to some of the greats that have done it. As far as videos, that's tough. It's like picking your favorite kid. We all know who it is, but you're not supposed to say it out loud. Man, because the issue I have is I go back and watch old videos and I don't like them as much as when I release them because everything newer is better. I think Reunion 2 would go in there. I'd probably put both reunions in there. I think I would put Remission, which was the Lost in Time montage that I edited. I'd probably put that in there. Void.
I was just thinking about that one too. Just thinking about that one. The Void.
Void would be a good one. And then what would be the last one that I would?
Dude, you got to put Tempest in there, bro. Like that's.
Oh yeah, Tempest.
That's like peak, dude. That's perfect.
Honorable mentions would be Danchi's second video and Panic, which I feel like is, I still can't believe that video only has 400 views.
I've never seen that one. I gotta watch that.
I don't know what happened. It just did not stick. It's definitely an ambitious video.
I seen one you did for Reese. What was that one you did for Reese with like the Megan Thee Stallion song? It's actually really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool, dude. Like it's really cool. Like the typography work, and, like the animations and motion graphics in that, super dope.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, it looked like you had fun with it. Yeah.
Yeah, he messaged me one day. He's like, "Hey, let's do a collab." And I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Here's the song I want to use." And I was like, "This is insane." I don't even know where.
You did an amazing job on that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
The moving on is what's your advice to someone like myself who is attempting to monetize our creations and get them recognized by the mainstream as gaming art. What kind of advice would you give me?
Oh man.
Putting you on the spot, I know, man.
I think if you No, I know. Yeah, anytime it comes to monetization, I'm like, I'm not qualified because I can barely break 1,000 views on some of my videos sometimes. I think if with this VR, spatial VR, like art gallery, if you can get some traction on that and get some eyes back on it, there were so many people that watch montages that have fallen off and probably don't even realize how many amazing videos have come out
So
since
true.
like Halo
Yeah.
3 went out of mainstream. That like there's probably some opportunity there to get to bring people back, or at least, like we talked about, like the nostalgia trip of like, oh my God, yeah, I remember this video. Oh, I remember this video. And maybe they kind of poke around a little bit more and discover some new stuff.
Right.
Um, I don't know. I don't know that I have any good advice. I just think that's a really cool idea to maybe capture some interest from people and to bring them back into get some eyes back on some videos.
Absolutely. All right. And then this is totally different topic here, but your montage editing philosophy. Like how do you go about like structuring an edit and like your philosophy on what effects to use, your timing, your choosing of music and everything like this?
Yeah, I have my philosophy is establish what type of edit you're doing. Is it for you or is it for other people? If it's for you, pick the music you like, use the effects that you want. And don't necessarily concern yourself too much on how it's going to be received. Just make something that you enjoy watching and you want to come back to. Right. And if people resonate with it, great. If they don't, then at least you still have something that you really like. Uh, if you're making it for other people, then, then you have to look at it objectively through the lens of your audience, of who you're trying to make it for. Right. For example, if I'm going to make a Halo video for others, I'm not going to make like a Call of Duty edit. Like I'm not going to obscure the gameplay a bunch. Right. So I think before you start editing, you got to figure out what type of video you're making. And then my philosophy is once I'm making it people want to watch videos for gameplay. So I try not to obscure the gameplay. I want to highlight it and elevate it with angles, effects that, that aren't going to ruin your best clips. And really, if you do want to do some more over the top editing or obscure stuff, that's going to, make the gameplay a little bit less readable, do it on clips that are throwaway fillers, do it on kills within what like better clips that are standard snipes, like, but make sure you're still highlighting the big moments of each clip. And then spend time polishing it. I think a lot of people put stuff together and they don't spend a lot of time going back through and just cleaning up little things like where you cut a clip, if your angles flow into each other. I see so many videos still where they'll let a clip go on for 3 or 4 seconds after the last kill instead of just using like a simple transition or
Oh yeah.
maybe a quick angle that you use. And it's just little stuff that adds up over the course of a video that make it a little bit more polished.
Yeah. Your style is so interesting. Like you have such an interesting style because you have that kind of like professional, like polished look of Zola, but you have the flow of like Gabe. You know what I'm saying? Like you have the flow of GTS. Yeah. And it's just like this interesting like mixture of like, and then you do some 3D work as well. So you're kind of like touching on like a time mark and like, slipping kind of style as well. So it's just like really interesting. You have such a cool style. Like I really love your style. Yeah.
No, I appreciate that. It's not a style that is newer, right? I think within the past couple of videos, it's really kind of cemented itself as that style. if you go back and watch some of my other videos, you know, one might be more effects heavy, but the flow of it's bad, right? Another one might be more flowy, but the effects are not great. So
Well, I think you touch on
take no.
a lot of different styles. It's not just that one style you have, but you touch on a lot of different styles. You have a good base understanding of a lot of different kind of styles. I was just pointing out the one that I think is the coolest is the fact that you're mixing like kind of like the Zola style formula with the
Yeah,
GTS formula, and it's just like it's such a cool take on an edit.
no, it's definitely there. I mean, I've watched all of their videos so many times and have tried to copy things that they're doing. And yeah, I think my personal favorite styles are those two. And that's probably why I'm like the combination of the two of them kind of modeled what I do after it.
And the next question here is, what effects do you think work in every montage, and what are some effects you think aspiring editors should use more often? So two questions in one.
Yeah. What effects work in every montage? I'm a big a big brightness contrast guy. Uh I think I think any effect on like a high moment, like a big beat in the video, a big beat in the song, a big kill, like emphasizing that with a glow or a brightness contrast or something, right? Just to emphasize it, like a radial blur. Um, I think that's a staple. I think almost everyone should be using that or some combination of those. Um, Man, it's so hard to just think of like what effects people should be using.
I mean, I had said the horizontal bars like that, like the cinematic bars.
Yeah,
I feel like that kind of. I mean, you can't go
the
wrong with it.
widescreen bar.
Yeah, like I don't know.
I personally want them. I use them in all my videos. I know some people like the full screen of the gameplay. I I think blurs, Gaussian blurs, radial blurs, lens blurs
Yeah,
need
blurs
to
always
be
look real nice.
need to be in everyone's, arsenal. Um, Saturation effects, right? You can kind of play around with like the mood and the pacing, slow motion, like learn how to manipulate the time remapping.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because
Yeah.
honestly, if you can figure out time remapping, sync points, some blurs, um, some color correction with brightness contrast. You put those like four things together, and that's like the base of your video, and then you just layer some stuff on top of it.
And you polish it up like it's just gonna look pro as hell, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a couple of big effects in Tempest, but most of the like edit itself is just the cuts and the angles, and there's not a lot done on top of it in most places.
That's
It
another
just
thing
feels like it is because it's
I wanted to ask you about. Like, I don't have the question here, but you just reminded me the cuts, dude. I love the cuts in Tempest. Like, dude, I can't fucking figure them out. Like, they come at you from like, and they're so smooth, like it's amazing.
I think it comes back to what I mentioned is keep the gameplay front and center, and then the rest of the dead space around it. Like something Gabe told me is like, however you get from kill 2 to kill 3 it's way more exciting to do an angle or an effect to get there than it is just to show a speed ramp from 2 to 3, right? And I think that's what the secret sauce is using that dead space in between clips to like do something cool to kind of get you from point A to point B in the video. Um, that keeps it flowing, right? Now there's exceptions to that. You don't want to do that for every single clip, but if you kind of play around with it and intermix it in there, it adds a lot of variety and keeps the viewer guessing on when it's coming.
Yeah, that's really neat, man. That's really neat. And
I
yeah.
Same thing I tell people though is like with cuts is where's the dead space in a clip? Like, can you cut a frame or two off here or there?
Oh, I
Leave
see what
yourself
you're
enough
saying.
second,
I was just gonna ask you what you
right?
meant
Like,
by dead space. Like
yeah, like,
like the little
you
frame,
snipe the guy, he
those
won't
little frames that are like
get
janky, right?
janky, or even just, you snipe the guy and he there's 15 frames after that snipe, and do you need all 15 frames before you get into the next clip, or can you cut 10 of those frames off, maybe trim 5 frames on the next clip, and now you have 20, 25 frames you can play with to do a transition.
Okay, but that only works, I feel like, if you're consistent throughout it. Like you do that consistently. I'm not saying every clip, but you have a kind of like a
Yeah.
pacing to it, right?
It's a pacing thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of it's trial and error too. Does this clip linger too long? Is there something in the next clip that I should show that I'm missing at the moment? Right. That contextualizes the next clip.
Yeah.
And I think that's important when you're kind of putting the puzzle together of the video.
So we've got a couple like a handful of questions left before we just shoot the shit. And I know
Yeah.
you got to get going because your kid might wake up or anything at any moment. Um, what's it called? So I'll try to make this quick. Um, how much longer does the Halo community have ZENTZ PROD for? And what keeps you
At least
yeah.
at least 2 videos. I'm gonna do the one for my buddy, and then I'll do the collab with Reflections, and then from there, Reunion 3 is kind of in my back pocket if we ever get that off the ground. Um, but beyond that, I don't know. I mean, it's really gonna depend on the upcoming Halo games and if there's interest there, what type of tools we have, if the games are good. So I always get the itch. It's just a matter of not like if what I want to do with it.
What I take is you're a guy that loves this art form, and I feel like if Halo just like goes away or whatever, like I feel like you'd be an amazing asset in another uh community for sure. Like you'd just slay like project after project in any game, really. Any
I
FPS.
joke with my buddies. I joke with my buddies that if my son ever gets into gaming, he's gonna have a kick-ass editor. It's like, point.
That'd be sweet, dude. Like if he gets into esports and then like you're his editor, like you just make these highlights and like yeah, that'd be dope.
Whatever the game is in 2035 when he's like making videos.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Wait,
like
hold on. Yeah, this editing style looks familiar. Who is this? I thought it was me.
um another question is what are your thoughts on the podcast we do exposing the underground Halo montage universe niche that we're all involved in? What do you think about the podcast and everything?
I really like it. I think it's cool to like hear other people's perspectives, their thoughts, and get to know people in the community. Uh, Halo's so fragmented with all of its different games that I didn't spend a lot of time with guys that edited Reach or edited Halo 3 or even played those games. So even though we're all in the same space, sharing the same hobby or community, it's like I don't know them. So it's really cool to like hear insights. So I've been really enjoyed listening to them.
Yeah, I feel like it's fun getting to know people, absolutely, man, and like kind of like exposing everybody to the culture that we have, right? Like there's a little bit of culture. We all kind of believe things about, we all have our philosophies all kind of create in this space and everything. Like it's such a neat thing we have.
Yeah, no, it's been really cool. I really have enjoyed it. I love listening to all the different ones. I'm excited to listen to the one today when it comes out for Blake.
Yeah, actually, I gotta look. I'm gonna look right now as to what that percentage it's on. Oh my god, I don't think it's gonna be ready by 5 p.m., dude. It's at 13%, bro. Like, It's uploading so slow.
Oh no.
Yeah. Next question.
Give me 2 seconds.
Sure.
Sorry, give me 2 seconds. Kid woke up again, so I'm gonna go grab him and bring him down to play for a second while we finish this up.
Gotcha.
All right. Sorry about that. He's
You're good.
my dog. My
How's-
dog woke him up.
How's he doing?
He's good. I got cartoon on for him, so I got a few minutes I can distract him with that.
Nice. Who else would you like to see on the podcast and why?
You have you say you're trying to get Hyena on here. That's gonna be a good one to listen to. Phurion, if you can get him. I know you've been trying. That'd be really cool to get him on there.
I think he'll come on eventually.
Yeah. Eventually, you got to catch him at the right day.
Yeah.
And I know Zetrukio would be cool to get on here.
Yeah, I actually I messaged him like last week. I was like, hey man, like, if you want to come on the podcast, like this is like my formal invitation that I'm sending your way. Like, I would love to have you on, bro.
Last one's kind of probably impossible, but Keys. We can get Keys on here.
That would be insane, dude. That we were talking about it. Like another impossible one would be cool to get like Obscure Terror. Wouldn't that be nice? That'd be like a blast from the past. That'd be ridiculous. Or Silly Goose or something like that, right?
I track Goose down.
Yeah. So then last question, and then we can just shoot the shit for a little bit, and then we can part ways. What are your thoughts on Stockholm and on Ultimate Respawn?
Let me know if you can still hear me.
I can hear you. Yeah, you're good.
Oh, Stockholm's so good, man. Stockholm was. I feel like Stockholm's one of those videos that it's like special videos, like that kind of define a time period. I don't know. I would need like a whole hour to talk about that, but the way it's crafted, the story it tells. Noob Slayer he's so good. I think I watched it like 3 times when it first came out. The editing's really good. The music, the way, like I mentioned earlier, it's kind of pieced it together. It's so good. I can't say enough about that video. Highly recommend it. Anyone who hasn't seen it, go check it out.
And Ultimate Respawn?
Ultimate Respawn is a video that I've watched back in 0.25 speed like 6 times because I did not understand how he did half the things that he did. Which is why I wanted to collaborate with he so badly. Is I'm like, I don't understand how you did this and what made you do this. I think he uses a completely random editing program too. I don't think it's Vegas or Premiere.
So we're here using Pinnacle Studios 12 or something, like DVC 9.
Yeah, like iMovie.
Yeah, dude. Like, how did you do this?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know what he used. I heard it was something random that he used. It's a program you've heard, but not one that anyone I think is using.
Huh.
But yeah, I remember I watched that video back so many times and just like studied it because it's so good. Like the angle work, like talk about someone who's blending gameplay and cinematics like seamlessly.
Right. Yeah.
And it's still, I know it's like that the average viewer, it might seem like a lot. It probably is a lot to them because it is just an overwhelming amount of cuts and like things happening in a very short period of time. But if you're seasoned and you kind of know what you're looking for, like it's a really fun watch because things happen just fast enough that your brain's kind of picking them up as you're moving, but you're like subliminally like registering them.
Right.
It's a really cool video.
Yeah, it's definitely like an experience for sure. And it's like you said, like if you know what you're looking for there, you kind of like scratch your head. It's like, you're like, how did you come up with this? And you've never released anything before, right? Like you just
Right.
straight gem, like right out of the gate. Like That's crazy.
He did a couple videos before that, but they're not even like in that style or even close to it. It's like, I don't know if you remember. Do you remember Blackout, the editor?
No. No, I don't.
If not, look him up. It's BLKOUT. I think there's a couple T's, like maybe 3 or 4 T's. Look up his Halo edits. He had a very similar style, but his were almost like a step further into the like abstract, where it was less gameplay focused. Like I feel like the video, you can still kind of follow the clips. They're fast, but you still follow them. Whereas like Blackout went into like, hey, I'm gonna do a really abstract edit that kind of blends and blurs the gameplay so it's not as readable. But it reminded me of that, but like more polished and readable. It's very interesting.
I just looked them up right now. I got the YouTube pulled up. I can't find anything. At least not what you're just.
I really do.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can. I'll try and link it to you.
Yeah, if you can link.
Hopefully he didn't. Right.
On a different note.
Hopefully he didn't get rid of everything.
Oh, I hope not, man. That's or unlisted like like everybody.
I know it's your pet peeve. I know it
Yeah,
drives you
dude,
crazy.
unlisting, man. I was looking at Nikki's videos too, and Nikki's got some videos unlisted as well. I'm like, I swear she had like there's some clockwork, like it's like clockwork 2, clockwork 4, clockwork 5. I'm like, there's some clockworks missing here. So
Yeah, like where's 3 and 1?
right.
Where'd they go?
Yeah, dude. What's it called? We could just shoot the shit now. If there's anything else you want to talk about, like, you know.
No, just want to say thank you for putting the contest together. I know that's a huge effort and I really appreciate it. Getting the judges, getting everyone organized and getting it funded. I really appreciate you continue to do that for the community.
Yeah, no problem, man.
What was your, I mean, what were your thoughts on it? Does it turn out you expected? Is it more or less than what you wanted? And
I tell you the truth, man. I enjoyed all the entries, and to see a video like Tempest and Halo on PlayStation, and like the ones that Xander put together, and all these other ones that came together, like, dude, like it was worth it, man. It was definitely worth it. I do have regrets about not making like a very fancy kind of final video to showcase the competition and everything. And I was really stressed out about it, and like I got a lot of anxiety about it, and I just maybe I'll make something in the future for it, just to kind of wrap things up for it. But I appreciate you guys so much, entering the contest and like, making these amazing works of art. So
yeah, I feel like these contests always bring out the best in the editors. And honestly, I would love if we do another one to get some more entries. I know you were trying to get Stockholm entered, and that would have for sure taken first place if it did.
yeah,
But like trying to get some more guys in there and contributing to it.
On a final note, actually, dude, so I'm trying. Do you remember Blacklist by Zola?
I remember hearing about it. I don't know that I ever saw any renders.
It's like this old project that he like dropped back in the day. Like he like basically got everybody's hopes up and stuff, and then he was like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. Then he just dipped, right? But he got like all the creators at the time voted by the community to create a 1-minute edit for a 10-minute long video that he was gonna piece together. And I'm thinking like that might be like what I want to do as like a final kind of like Halo project to kind of wrap things up. So
like a send off.
yeah, I mean the Blacklist, and get everybody like the best creators like, in on it and create something legendary, man. Like 1-minute edits, like
You know what? You know what could be cool is do Halo 1 through Infinite and do like 1 minute for each game and make a progressive edit. Or just keep it whatever people want to submit. But
I was gonna have it like be open to like whatever games people want to edit to, like whatever's gonna bring out the best in you, you know? Like if Halo 2 is
Yeah.
your thing, you know, like do a minute Halo 2 edit, you know? I I'm trying to get Phurion to do an edit, like come out of retirement for that dude. Like he was like I'll think about it. He's like this is enticing, you know? So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that was really cool. He did that one edit, I think like 3 years ago or 4 years ago, Deja Vu, and he still has it. He's still got it.
oh man, dude, I want to see him like shred, dude. I want to see him shred because he's dope, dude. Like he's dope, and he's super passionate about
If
this art
he
form. He loves this stuff
Yeah, if he signs up, let me know. I can hook him up with all the dev tools and the 3D, like the free cam in Halo 2 that you can use.
for sure, man, for sure. Cause I'd love to get guys like you, and yeah, just like, dude, I have a whole list in my head of people that I want in on this project. Like it's 1 minute, so I feel like it's very doable. Like,
Yeah,
and there's
1 minute's definitely doable.
and there's no like time constraint, like there's no deadline for this, like it's just you know when you get it done, you get it done, and then we'll have Jinx kind of mix up the soundtracks so that the songs transition from each song to each song, you know, and it flows good. I think it would be dope.
Yeah, that would be really cool. No, I'd be interested. You gotta get some more momentum on it and figure out whose footage we're using, if what type of songs, if it's editor's choice or not, or but yeah, I'd be interested.
Absolutely, man. um I want to say thank you for coming on again, man. It's always a pleasure having you on, bro. And like, dude, you I love your work, man. I'm a huge fan. And keep cranking out those sick edits, bro.
No, I appreciate it. Thanks for the time. Again, thanks for putting the contest on, and I'm gonna give a quick shout out to Stormy and Hurricane for giving me footage to work with. Makes my job easy when the gameplay is good.
Oh yeah, about the gameplay in Tempest, that shit was wild, dude. Like the one clip that stood out to me was the one right before you go into that time lapse kind of style. Like he throws.
The double shots.
Oh no, I don't think it's that one. It's he throws like he gets like a stick for the kill tag. Like it's insane, dude. Like it just looks like so robotic. Like but I know it's like legit, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like I'm like, how the hell do you get a clip like that? It's perfect, you know? Like so
Dude,
cool.
the two of them, like even looking at the Perfect Storm gameplay, it's insane. Their gameplay is ridiculous.
They've been doing it for so long, they know like what looks really nice in like montages. They go for this stuff, I feel like. I don't know.
Yeah, Stormy used to be a montage kid, and now he's like one of the top Halo 2 players. It's like a robot playing the game. He's just so good. So he does. He has an eye for like montage, but he does it in like competitive games
Yeah, it's
while
insane,
still
man.
playing the win.
That's insane. It's like he's got like that almost like kind of Fat Rat kind of style in Halo 2. I was mentioning this before, like Fat Rat will like he'll look like in a random direction that he knows people frequently walk by. It'll be like a million miles
Yeah.
away or whatever. And he'll just shoot randomly during a triple kill or something. He'll just fucking get it sometimes. And it's like, what the hell is going on, dude? Like,
It's like there's like they've studied the movement maps of players, like where they're frequently going to travel on a map, and there's like I'm just going to aim here and shoot because it's been 3 seconds since we've killed someone, and there's probably someone there.
it's insane, man. And like sometimes I like it when he misses too. Like,
Robots.
yeah, like he'll miss and he'll make you like think like, oh, I might have gotten it though, you know. And when he gets it, you're like, shit,
Yeah,
he can get it, you know. So cool, man.
yeah, yeah. Like I remember seeing clips where they'll shoot there early in the clip and they'll miss it, and they come back to that spot later in the clip, and you're like, okay, you're just yeah, robots.
Yeah, dude.
But
I wish I was that good. Like, if I could get my own footage, bro. Like, man, I don't know. I feel like
yeah,
in order to be like, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. Like. It's hard to be good at editing and then good at playing the game and like bringing it all
yeah,
together. Like,
huge respect for people that can do that, like reflections. That
like Phurion,
Just-
yeah. Like
Phurion, Reflections. There's so many others that just, yeah, it's so good. So good at both.
all right, brother. I'm gonna let you go, man. Thank you so much for everything, man, and we'll keep in touch.
You as well, man. Yeah, really appreciate it. Thanks again for keeping the community chugging along and getting people on here and talking. It's been fun to listen to, fun to interact with, and looking forward to seeing what you have in the future for all of us.
Man. Have a good one.
Cool, man. You as well. Thanks.